To me, the pleasure of travel has always meant just one thing: railroading. There was never a more comfortable or more luxurious way to travel than by rail. And the most glorious passenger trains created during the golden era of railroading were the Streamliners of yesteryear. New York Central only built 10 of these Dreyfuss-designed J3As, and their unique beauty was reserved for only the most important passenger routes, pulling trains like the famous 20th Century Limited, with its mighty 79-inch drivers. For me, the greatest railroading began with the New York Central's first streamlined J3A. Canadian National soon followed, building a streamliner of their own for the visit of the King of England in 1939. Streamlining a locomotive took a lot of time, trouble, thought, and money, but it was an effort that paid off. The passenger traffic lost during the Great Depression picked right back up as we realized that a high-speed ride on a magnificent streamliner was just the thing to brighten our spirits and help get our country back on the track again. I hopped on the world-famous 20th Century Limited and arrived in Chicago a short 16 hours later. And with the addition of the Henry Dreyfuss streamlining, became one of the most beautiful passenger trains in existence. Another breathtaking Henry Dreyfuss design was the New York Central's Mercury. My first view of the orange-striped James Whitcomb Riley en route to Cincinnati was from the rear platform of an Illinois Central Electric. Business and pleasure took many passengers northwest from Chicago to the Twin Cities. The Milwaukee Road's famous Hiawatha was called the world's most popular train. Its unique beaver tail observation car was as much fun to watch as to ride in. The Milwaukee Road was also famous for these auto-cooler-designed F6 Class 464s. The awesome view of the Hiawatha departing Milwaukee Station at 2nd and Clybourn is one sight I can never forget. But even the fastest trains can't outrun the passage of time. It wasn't long before these steam-powered Streamliners would yield the tracks to Milwaukee's new diesel-powered trains. It was time to take a breather and watch a Chicago and Northwestern Class E-4 464 in the yards in Sterling. Then back to the causeway in time to see the Pacific Limited coming in with its full load of heavyweight passenger cars. The Chicago and Northwestern E-4s. This one pulled the famous 49er train. The Pennsylvania Railroad was not to be outdone and hired Raymond Loewy to design these K4S Streamliners. Baltimore and Ohio experimented with a duplex drive passenger locomotive. It was called the George H. Emerson. Only one of these 4444 locomotives was ever built. Seeing the potential of railroads in this land, our Canadian neighbors borrowed a little U.S. know-how and created the striking Royal Hudson. The future was already here when I saw this Pennsylvania Railroad Class S-1 6446. Raymond Loewy had designed the truly modern locomotive. The 140-foot-long S-1 soon became known as the Big Engine.